Friends, can you ever imagine that our sun, currently appearing calm to us, might suddenly unleash a massive roar of plasma towards us? This is not a fictional scenario. In fact, recently there has been a significant explosion on the surface of the sun known to scientists as a coronal mass ejection. In reality, explosions of fire occur on the surface of the sun, and sometimes, through these explosions, a large amount of plasma travels towards the Earth. This event is not a trivial one, it is quite terrifying. And if a major solar storm crosses the Earth's atmosphere layer and reaches the Earth's surface, then a spectacle may occur on Earth that you may have never even thought of. In today's video, we will tell you everything in detail about solar storms. What will happen if a significant part of a solar storm reaches our Earth? Why is it crucial for us, and how can you observe it? And what are the benefits and challenges of watching this cosmic spectacle? So brace yourselves, because today we will tell you about the most terrifying event happening near us in the universe. Such a thing you won't witness repeatedly in life, so don't miss this video at all. Before moving forward in the video, if you haven't subscribed to our channel Cosmic Discovery yet, be sure to do so now. What exactly is a geomagnetic storm? Before we dive into the specifics of the ongoing solar storm, let's take a look at what a geomagnetic storm involves and how we measure it. Essentially, a geomagnetic storm Earth's magnetosphere is a disruption in the space around us. The planet is affected by its magnetic field. This shield is important for protecting us from potentially harmful radiation from the sun and particles from space. Sometimes coronal mass ejections, external factors like CME, can disturb this protective shield. Now, a CME is a significant burst of plasma and magnetic fields from the sun's outermost layer, the corona. It can travel at a speed of 250 to 2,500 kilometers per second and reach Earth within 1 to 5 days. When a CME interacts with Earth's magnetic field, it triggers a geomagnetic storm, and we measure this phenomenon using the planetary K-index. This index ranges from 0 to 9, with 0 indicating no geomagnetic activity and 9 indicating an extremely intense geomagnetic storm. The severity of geomagnetic storms is classified as G1, slight, G2, moderate, G3, strong, G4, severe, and G5, extreme. Each level has different effects on the system and animals, which we will find out later. For now, let's focus on the current geomagnetic storm warning from NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center, the official source for space weather alerts and forecasts. According to NOAA, a similar event occurred on September 15, 2023, due to which aurora lights or northern lights were visible in parts of the US and other global regions. Aurora lights are the interaction of charged particles from the sun with the Earth's atmosphere. It is produced by the sun, creating a vibrant display of light in the sky. Although these lights are typically seen near the poles, where Earth's magnetic field is strongest, they can sometimes also be seen at lower latitudes, depending on the intensity of a geomagnetic storm. If you find yourself in one of these areas, consider keeping an eye on the sky and hope for a clear and dark night to see this spectacular astronomical display. What are the consequences of a geomagnetic storm? Now that we understand what a geomagnetic storm is and its dazzling effect on the northern and southern lights, let's delve into its broader impact. These storms can bring about both positive and negative effects on various systems and wildlife. Let's explore how a geomagnetic storm can influence communication, navigation, power grids, satellites, and the natural world. Firstly, let's discuss communication. A geomagnetic storm has the potential to disrupt communication systems, leading to radio blackouts, interference, and distortion. This interference extends to radio signals like AM, FM, shortwave, ham radio, as well as television and telephone signals. Back in 1989, a geomagnetic storm caused a radio blackout that interrupted communication between ground control and the Space Shuttle Discovery, carrying a crew of 5 astronauts. Although the blackout lasted about 15 minutes, fortunately, it did not pose any serious threats, and the shuttle landed safely. Moving on to navigation, geomagnetic storms can introduce errors in GPS signals, compass readings, and flight paths, impacting the accuracy of navigation devices such as smartphones, cars, planes, and ships. In 2011, a geomagnetic storm led to a GPS error of approximately 10 meters, affecting the navigation of some airplanes and ships. While this error didn't cause accidents, it did result in delays and inconveniences. Now, let's consider power grids. Geomagnetic storms can induce currents in transmission lines, transformers, and generators, causing voltage fluctuations, power outages, and damage. This disruption affects the supply and distribution of electricity and the operation of devices and appliances dependent on it. For instance, in 1989, a geomagnetic storm caused a power outage affecting around 6 million people in Quebec, Canada, lasting about 9 hours. During this time, people faced darkness, cold temperatures, and a lack of water. The outage also extended to parts of the U.S., including New York and New England. Satellites are also not immune to the effects of geomagnetic storms. They can experience performance degradation, component damage, and orbit alterations due to radiation charging and drag. This impact influences satellite functionality, lifespan, and the services they provide, such as weather monitoring, communication, navigation, and surveillance. In 2003, a Japanese satellite named 2 Inches, designed to monitor the Earth's environment, suffered damage during a geomagnetic storm. The satellite lost power and communication, eventually being declared a total loss. Finally, let's explore the impact on wildlife. Geomagnetic storms can disturb the biological clocks, migration patterns, and magnetic senses of animals, influencing their behavior, orientation, and survival. Birds, fish, whales, turtles, bees, and bats, which rely on the Earth's magnetic field for guidance, are particularly affected. In 2014, a geomagnetic storm caused birds to veer off course, fish to swim in the wrong direction, and whales to strand on shores. Additionally, bees lost their way back to hives, and bats experienced a loss of their navigational abilities. Curious about catching a glimpse of the Aurora lights? If you've recently discovered the impact of a geomagnetic storm, you might be wondering how and where to witness this incredible natural display. No need to fret. We've got some tips to enhance your experience of this awe-inspiring phenomenon. Here's a breakdown of what you should know and do to witness the Aurora lights. First and foremost, scout for a location with a dark, clear, and expansive sky, far from the glow of city lights and pollution. The darker and clearer the sky, the greater your chances of being treated to the beauty of the Aurora lights. Having an open sky is crucial as it allows you to have an extensive view of the horizon and the section of the sky where the enchanting Aurora lights typically make their appearance. Moving forward, leverage some handy online tools to pinpoint optimal viewing locations, along with the best time and date to witness the Aurora lights. Explore resources like Aurora Forecast, Aurora Service, and Aurora Alerts, offering real-time maps, alerts, and predictions for Aurora activity. These tools also provide insights into the geomagnetic storm level, the K-index, and the Aurora Oval essential indicators of the Aurora light's intensity and location. To wrap things up, make sure to dress warmly for the nighttime spectacle, as Aurora lights often grace the sky in low temperatures. Layer up for comfort and bring along a camera, whether it's a DSLR or a smartphone with a capable camera, to capture the stunning beauty and vibrant colors of the Aurora lights. Consider packing a tripod, a remote shutter, and a wide-angle lens to ensure your shots are top-notch and free from camera shake. There you have it, all set for an incredible experience. In this episode, we've covered everything you need to know about the solar storm, the geomagnetic storm, and the captivating Aurora lights. This presents a unique and thrilling opportunity to witness the beauty and force of the solar connection, and we sincerely hope you seize the chance. I trust you found this video enjoyable and gained some new and fascinating insights. If you did, we'd appreciate a thumbs up And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them below and we'll do our best to respond. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and until next time, take care.